Hello everyone, welcome to class. I'm Miss McMinn. You guys want to go around and say your names?
Marika.
Roshni.
Miriam.
Well, welcome. Today, the first thing I want you guys to think about is our do now, which is up here. I want you guys to think about the words constant and variable, just what they mean to you. If you don't have an idea, what do you think of when you think of something that's constant? Yes,
It
Mary.
stays the same.
Good, yeah, I like that. So, another way to think of that is a constant means something doesn't change. So that's a good way to think of things that are constant. So when we're doing an experiment, a constant would be something that doesn't change. What about the word variable? It's kind of a hard one. You know any ideas? Yeah, Roshni?
Something that you could change.
That's very good. Wow, we have some smart students here. So, a constant is something that doesn't change. And when we're doing an experiment, a variable is something that could change. So, now let's look at these terms. We're going to focus on independent versus dependent variables today. So, an independent variable, does anyone want to give a guess for what they think it would be? Have you ever heard of this term before?
By itself.
By itself. That's a really good guess. The way I think the best definition for it, which we can use, is something that when we're doing an experiment that we change. So I'm going to write, does anyone want to put that into their own words? Something that we change in experiment. Who's doing the changing?
The person who's doing the experiment.
Yeah, so let's see. Person doing the experiment changes this. What is the key word here?
Changing?
Changes, yes. So this is what is changing. What about a dependent variable? If this is what is changing in our experiment, what's the dependent variable? Anyone have any guesses? If you change something, there's what has to be on the other side of it?
Thing that changes.
Yeah. So it's what's affected, exactly. So it's basically, well, the way we use it is we say it's what we're going to measure. So we can say what we measure, what's affected. So those are our keywords. Anyone have any questions so far?
No.
All right, so let's try to apply this to an example. So I have this example. Which type of fertilizer causes a plant to grow fastest? So if we're looking at this, let's think, what could our independent variable be? Does anyone have an idea? What are we changing? Yeah, Mary?
The type of fertilizer.
Yeah, very good. So the fertilizer is what is changing. So I'm going to put our independent variable. Well, so what are we measuring? What are we measuring? What is the changing the fertilizer affect? Any ideas? Tricky. Yeah, Roshni?
How fast the plant grows?
Yeah. So we're saying how fast does it grow? Very good. That's a great example. Now that we've learned about independent and dependent variables, we're going to do a fun cheer to bring it all together. So just repeat, the responses that make sense after what I say. Give me a C-H-A.
C-H-A.
Give me an N-G-E.
N-G-E.
What does that spell?
Change.
When is it used?
Variables.
Nice. Independent changes. Dependent is measured.
Is measured.
Makes sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're going to say at the end together, what did we learn? Variables. And then we're going to say that 3 times. On the 3rd time, we're going to be the loudest we can be.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Give me a C-H-A.
C-H-A.
Give me an N-G-E.
N-G-E.
What does that spell?
Change.
When is it used?
Variables.
Independent.
Changes.
Dependent
Is measured.
What did we learn?
Variables.
What did we learn?
Variables.